It's hard to tell here, but Shakti is actually a crested bird. I bred her myself. She was a total surprise because neither of her parents were crested. But she has just a little tuft that sticks out over the top of her cere. As you can see, her man, Amenadiel, has no sign of a crest whatsoever. So imagine my surprise when I pulled out this little guy. This is their oldest chick. I found a crest. And that's not just a little crest. That's like a half circle or more. That's going to be a serious crest. Surprise, surprise. That's one of the fun parts of breeding birds is you never know what you're going to get. Okay, so these guys seem to have stopped laying eggs at 4, and right now they're just warming up another egg for another female that I'm going to put them back, but I'm going to keep them set up because I need 2 fosters. I need 1 foster for this girl's egg. She was supposed to lay an egg. She was supposed to hatch a baby today, but often they delay sitting for a day or 2, so probably not. She has 5 fertile eggs under her, and I fully expect. So I'm going to foster her babies, I don't know, probably over here. Little green girl actually went in the nest box, however, there is no egg in there yet. But if she hurries up and does, I was about to give up on her, but if she hurries up and does it, that would be a good thing, because I need her to raise 3 chicks for me, because this girl up here has just a boat. This is Nile and Flo, and they have just a boatload of eggs. She's the weirdest bird. She's sitting right in front of a perfectly acceptable nest box, but she's laying all her eggs down there on her little square blanket, and they're all fertile. So, this is a high-value couple. So I am going to go ahead and foster as many of their eggs as I can over to this pair. This is Tim's and Loren, who have no babies of their own. And I won't try to breed anybody again until spring anyway, so they may as well spend some time raising babies together. Let's see. This is, this girl, she has a name, but I keep forgetting what it is. This is Congo and his girl, and she had trouble laying her last egg and stayed off of her nest for long enough so that all of her eggs got cold. And there was 1 fertile one in there. So I put the fertile one over there and left her with all the blank ones. And she did go back in the nest and start sitting again, and she's acting like she's fine. I just gave her some electrolytes and stuff, and she's made a recovery. Well, today I checked and she has another fertile egg in there. So she actually did. I'm pretty sure she's done laying. I really hope she's done laying. Because that last egg did not go easily on her, and I won't breed her again. But she made a recovery, and I will get that other egg out over there and put it over here so she can raise her own 2 babies. And same thing happened over here. Blank eggs, blank eggs, blank eggs. I found 1 fertile egg in there last Tuesday, and today I checked in, there is a second one. They are both done laying. They're both on 6 eggs. So that's it. But 2 is fine for me because I usually pull them down to 3 chicks anyway. So 2 is not that big of a deal. So that's good news, though. I'm thrilled to get babies out of both of these pairs. And then I have these pair, which I didn't realize this until I went and looked it up. But this is Danube, and this is Quinn. Now, they were born at completely different times. Danube's like almost 2 years old, and Quinn is a yearling at best. This is his 2nd try. So he was a year this summer, so he's like maybe 15 months. And I'd never really put together that they are full brothers. Okay, then. And of course, their father is Toby down here. who is a lovey-dovey, but this girl is not ever going to lay an egg. I can already tell. So, but anyway, so then there are their mates. This one, Danube is set up with Glory, and Quinn is set up with Aster. Glory and Aster are full sisters. Surprise. So I didn't know it, but these two nests are are going to be filled with babies that are closer than first cousins, more like half siblings. She hashed out both of this is Glory and Daniel. She hashed out both of Amenadiel and Shakti's babies and one of her own. We're still waiting for the second one. But that's going to give her 4 chicks, and I don't leave 4 chicks in a nest. So I would like to take this baby and foster it, but nobody else is hatching out babies except for this pair. And the chances that this chick is going to look exactly like a chick in their nest are very good. So Glory is in opaline, but Danube is not split to opaline. So all of their babies will be normal, and they are both sky blue, so all their babies will be sky blue. We do have some differences here because Quinn is a cobalt and Aster is a spangle. So I could get either cobalt or spangle out of them, but I could also get sky blue normals. So what I have to do is wait. These two hatched out their first baby yesterday. They have another embryo in there. I don't know when it's due to hatch. So I want to foster these guys' baby over here, so they'll have 3 chicks and they'll have 3 chicks to raise. But I can't do it until the chicks hatch out so that I can tell by age which chick belongs to which parents. I could get very unlucky and have the second chick here and the second chick there hatch out on the same date, which would be unfortunate. But unless I'm very unlucky, they will hatch out at least 24 hours apart, and I can always tell chicks that are 24 hours apart in age because of developmental features. Primarily, their pin feathers on their tails. Did anybody else hatch out in here? Nope, there's just another egg in there. No hatching, no hatching. Does anybody else hatch out in here? Let me see. Aster does not like to get out of her nest. She says, no, you can't see. All right. So I'm waiting for first eggs from these guys. This is Unakite and Larkspur. Their first egg was going to hatch, I think, yesterday. And I saw a baby breaking through the air sac, so I'm kind of surprised it didn't happen, but last time I looked, there was no baby in here. However, she is being very defensive. Oh, I see it. There's an eggshell right there. Okay, that's all I need to know. Baby number 1 has emerged. And these guys also have baby number 1. I don't want to disturb them again. Rake is a first-time mom, and I just made the fatal error of messing with a first-time mom. This is where my cockatiels used to be. They hatched out their first chick. I could tell that it wasn't going to make it. It did not look good. It never got up on its feet. I knew it was going to die. So I had to get into the nest box to get the dead baby out. You can't just leave a dead baby in the nest box. So I opened the nest box and, scraped the side of it. And gee whiz, came right on out. But I could not get Dottie to leave the box. I had to reach in there with a towel and grab her and push her out to get that dead baby out. And she never went back in again. There was a second chick that was half hatched and it never finished because it froze. And everything was one. By the time I figured out it was over, she probably didn't go back in there, all night long. So they were icy cold and everything was dead. I am so bummed. So, now here's the thing. I have assumed Dottie's story was that a guy bought her as a pet and he was terrified of him. And I always assumed that somebody sold a flighted aviary breeder to him as a baby and a pet. But now, with her abandoning her nest the way she did, and just the way she's acted through this whole breeding season, I suspect she's not as old as I thought she was. Cockatiels are not ready to breed until they're about 1.5 years old. And her abandoning her nest over me looking in it and having to get her out just kind of tells me that probably she was not really ready to breed yet. She may have been even less than 1 year old. So I'm sorry about the whole situation. I'm sad, but it is what it is. Go back in your dang nest box, you terrible little beast. Okay, so I have a first baby in here and a first baby with his brother down here. These two boys are in lockstep. This girl up here is sitting on umpteen million fertile eggs, which she seems to have every intention of raising right there on the floor of the cage. I did finally get fertility out of these two, so I'm tickled pink. So in fact, out of those last pair of pairs I set up, only one pair turned out infertile. And I'm going to use them as fosters. So things are going along swimmingly. I'm just waiting for a second embryo to hatch out in these two nests so that I can combine them over here. And that is all. Oh, and I'm waiting for a first baby out of this girl. Her day was today, so it's not unusual that I wouldn't get a chick for another day or two because hens often delay sitting. But they are all fertile, so I'm confident I will get babies. Okay, that's it. I wish I could show you more babies, but I don't want to disrupt brand new babies and their moms. So I'll show them to you when they get a little bit bigger. Okay.